celebrating our 30th anniversary, which is a significant milestone in our lives and in Habitat's life. Great. Thanks so much for all you do for us. Of course, we couldn't do it without our donors and our volunteers. And with all the generosity that we're shown and all the selflessness that we're shown and all the hard work that our volunteers put in, it wouldn't mean much if we didn't have partner families, right? To move into the homes and occupy the homes and pay the mortgages so we can build more homes. Deborah is the first homeowner for Asheville Area Habitat. And she moved in 1985, and she lives off Martin Luther King, and she paid off her mortgage many, many years ago. Well, congratulations, and thanks so much for being here. Thanks very much. In our fair city, we have our great mayor, Mayor Terry Bellamy. Please give a warm Habitat welcome to our mayor.
Habitat for Humanity really represents our community. Thinking about all the Ukrainian families that you all have helped, and the Moldovan families, the Hispanic families, the white families, the African American families. You have touched every part of our community. But there are hundreds of families that I know that you all have touched their lives. Because you all believe in people. You all give people hope. You give opportunity. You know, when you're a homeowner, it transforms your life as well as your life of your children. You know that children who are in homes that are owned by their parents or in the process of owning them do better academically. Studies show that people who live in homes do better, their children do better in school. I didn't make it up, it's true. You all don't know the lives that you've transformed, and as mayor, getting to see our community and to know that we don't have light in our community because we have places like organizations like Habitat for Humanity who make sure that our communities are clean and green and affordable. So on your 30th anniversary, I just want to say thank you. It is a pleasure to present this proclamation which declares, whereas Asheville Area Habitat for Humanity incorporated in 1983 under the name of Western North Carolina Habitat for Humanity, making it the first Habitat for Humanity affiliate in North Carolina. Whereas Asheville's first Habitat House took volunteers 18 months to complete, with a few dedicated volunteers working only on Saturdays. Today, volunteers work 6 days each week and begin a new house every 3.5 weeks. You can clap right there, that's exciting. Whereas in 1990, the affiliate opened the Habitat Home Store on Wilmore Avenue as the second Habitat retail store in the nation, selling donated items to the public and using the proceeds to help fund this building program. And whereas the affiliate's name changed from Western North Carolina Habitat for Humanity to Asheville Area Habitat for Humanity in 1995, to better reflect the service areas as other affiliates were formed in the region. Whereas Asheville Area Habitat celebrated its 100th home in 2001. And whereas in 2003, Asheville Area Habitat moved in its new Habitat Home Center and expanded home store and administrative offices and celebrated the 20th anniversary of the affiliate. And whereas in 2005, Asheville Area Habitat received Affiliate of the Year Award for the 5-state Central Atlantic region. Keep that with me. Whereas in 2009, Asheville Area Habitat won a Housing North Carolina Award for its 54-house Inca Hill subdivision. And whereas in 2010, Asheville Area Habitat completed its 200th house, and the home store celebrated its 20th anniversary. And whereas February 11, 2013 is the affiliate's 30th anniversary of serving local families in need of safe, decent, affordable housing. And whereas nearly 1,000 adults and children have been directly served by Asheville Area Habitat, and countless others have been to it. Now therefore I, Terry Bellamy, Mayor of the City of Asheville, do proudly proclaim February the 11th through the 14th, 2013 as Asheville Area Habitat for Humanity's 30th anniversary week in the City of Asheville, and encourage all citizens to support Habitat's work of building and preserving our community. It has a city seal with my signature, so it's official.
Terry has number of highlights. There's just a couple more that I'd like to just mention. In 1989, our first church house was sponsored by the four downtown churches, First Baptist Church of Asheville, Central United Methodist, Trinity Episcopal, and First Pres. The Restore started in 1990. We were the second Restore in the nation. Today, there are 750 or more Habitat Restores across the nation. And this store here ranked third in national gross sales across the nation. So my hat's off to Jay Sloan, who's been so instrumental in building this store over the years, and Scott Stetson, and all the great folks that work over there. You're doing us a great job, and I want to tell you, you make life here much easier. So thank you very much. But in 1996, we completed our first subdivision in Oakley called Oakwood. And I mentioned that to you because the city of Asheville provided $180,000 of infrastructure money, and that was one of the first major partnerships we had with the city. 3 years later, we developed this piece of property in West Asheville, again with the cooperation of the city and some other nonprofits at Franklin Place. In 2000, only 1 year later, the city of Asheville donated to us a planned subdivision in Oakley of 34 building lots, Twin Springs. And the list of that goes on, and I can mention many of those others. There's a number of people here that I'd love to point out. There's way too many. But Bill Dowse is with us from North Carolina Housing Finance Agency. Bill, welcome. Bill and his folks there have provided $2.7 million of funding for us over the years, and that money has gone into 120 of the homes that we have built in this community. So the support of the state and the city are very, very important to us. They really are. There's one other person that has to be mentioned today. Clarence Smith. Clarence is celebrating his 30th year of volunteering with Habitat. So Clarence has been a lifelong member of the Habitat world. Clarence, we salute you and we say thank you so much. Thank you. I think Wayne really sums up the work of the organization so well when at one point he wrote, "The first time I visited one of our early partners, she was in public housing. It was cold, dead of winter. She was heating a 4-room apartment with a kitchen range. I don't need to tell you how debilitating that is. People who worry about that kind of thing don't have energy to worry about saving for college. They don't have energy to give back to their community. They don't have energy to encourage their children in school. They don't have energy often to contribute to their church or their civic club or any of that middle class stuff a lot of us take for granted. They just want to be warm, dry, and safe. The good people in Habitat houses will not have to worry about warm, dry, and safe. They can take that for granted and spend their energy on family, community, church, and friends. So for all of you who volunteer, and for all of you who give cash donations to us, for all of you who bring goods to the Restore, you are making that story a reality. And I thank each of you for doing that for these 30 years, and we need you for the next 30. And I'm encouraging all of you, I'm asking all of you to stay the course, and let's continue doing what we've done so well for 30 years. So I thank all of you for that. Thank you so much.